I came to St. Michael's in grade 11. Our family had been living in Aurelia. My dad was transferred down. One of the Basilian priests met my parents and said, why isn't your son going to St. Michael's? And the next thing they came home and said, next year you're going to St. Michael's, hopefully. And of course, as a kid, I knew all about St. Michael's. We came down here from Aurelia once a year to play hockey. We always got beat, but I certainly got to know the arena, which even those days was like a shrine. So it was, that was the introduction. So I had gone elsewhere to school. So my first day was, I didn't know a soul. I didn't know a person. I watched and read signs to where to get my locker, and then Father Neil Hibbert, actually, who was a scholastic at the time, welcomed me, introduced me to all my classmates, as did the other priests and teachers that first day. Every teacher that I can remember was absolutely committed to getting the best out of their students and giving the best to their students. So that one teacher in particular that I found so helpful and inspirational was Hugh McDougall. I think he sparked a real interest for me in history and prepared us so well to go on to university and subsequently law school. And I found the whole experience enriching, and particularly in relation to my faith. My parents obviously planted the first seeds of faith, but coming to St. Michael's at grade 11, I felt my spiritual growth was greatly enhanced, far more of significance and value. Then, that is at the time I was at the school, later as I pursued post-secondary, and then more importantly into my life. With my 5 children, the same values that you obtained from St. Michael's, you wanted to pass on to your children, and now to grandchildren. So it's been an extraordinary experience. The school is certainly about integrity. The school is certainly about goodness. But goodness encompassed service. That was the message I left with St. Mike's. I can remember the message was that, faith, which hopefully we had, which probably is a gift from God, nevertheless, it demanded commitment and action. That led me to look out for ways and to participate then and up to the present in community organizations, church organizations. The lessons learned from St. Mike's became my focus of my life, to the extent that there was time to commit to others and making time for others. I was involved with Catholic Family Services for a number of years out in the Durham region. Even up to the present time, my wife and I are still participating full-time with St. Vincent de Paul, and because the message of service was there. In terms of other community organizations, there's been a number, but each one of them might be fundraising, but it was also more of a commitment of time. And I certainly understood and appreciated that the greatest gift you can give someone is your time. Because St. Mike's means so much to me, it enriched my life. I feel like I should be doing much more giving back to the school because of what they've done for me. My wife and I agreed that with our 3 sons, we would be sending them to St. Michael's. And I'm very, very pleased that they came. So my oldest son, Sean, graduated from here. My middle son, Kevin, graduated, and the younger son, Paul. Kevin is a teacher here at St. Michael's, and I think it's now about 10 years. All my sons loved the St. Michael's experience. All of them have been exceedingly happy with the careers, and more importantly, the values that came out of this school. David Lee was the first to contact me, and as I recall, prior to his appointment as vice principal, he was involved in the law program here at St. Michael's. And he asked me, would I be willing to assist and participate? I was quite happy to become involved. At St. Mike's wasn't my only involvement, of course. I had gone to other high schools and judged moots, basically in and around the GT area. I particularly liked the St. Michael's Moot Court program because it's young students arguing in front of not one but three judges in what we call an appellate appeal relating to various issues that were created. When I first heard from Father Thompson that I was to be an inductee, I was absolutely gobsmacked. I told Father that I really didn't think I was worthy of such an honor. I was very, very honored to be considered among the inductees. Apart from the day I was married, my children were born and my grandchildren were born, it is the most significant, momentous occasion in my life.